What's up guys, it's Kian. This video is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so let me just start off by saying I usually don't talk about my problems. I really don't talk about my feelings that much on camera, but I feel like YouTube is a perfect spot to talk about that because it's like a whole new world. There's a lot of people watching, and I feel like if I can connect to my viewers, there's no better feeling. But before I start this video, I just want to say, whenever I get in front of a camera, I can't really explain exactly how I feel. So if I don't make sense a lot during this video, just stick with me, just try and bear with me. I'll try my best. Okay. Have you guys ever felt alone, unwanted, or like a prisoner in your own body? These feelings aren't the best feelings in the world, but they're feelings that we are forced to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and it sucks. Growing up as a kid, I felt alone. I felt unwanted. I felt like I was always in a dark corner, and most of my years as being a teen were taken away from me because of what is known as anxiety. Anxiety is something that many people in this world have to deal with day to day, and it's not the best feeling in the world. It's kind of hard to explain. Most people compare anxiety to the feeling of fear, but everyone with anxiety knows that anxiety isn't anything near the feeling of fear. If you have a fear of heights, people can tell you go to a really tall building, look down, do it a couple times, you'll get over your fear. But if you have anxiety and you don't like being up in high spots, no matter how many times you go on that building, no matter how many times you go to the very tip top of the building and look over, you're not going to get over the way you're feeling. Anxiety isn't fear. It's something completely different. It's, in my mind, worse than fear. If you have anxiety, you could probably all agree with me and probably understand that no matter who you're with, what you're doing, where you're at, you always feel like you're alone. You always feel like you have no one to talk to. You always feel like no matter what you do, what you think, how you think, it's never gonna get better. And that's really terrifying. As a kid, I grew up with anxiety and I had no freaking clue what it was. I walked around school where there's a lot of kids. I felt alone. I didn't know why, but I did. And as you can imagine, as a middle schooler, I was terrified. And I didn't really know what anxiety was back then, so I tried to push it away. I tried to forget about it. Try to let it go. When I started high school, I realized it wasn't anywhere near gone. I kind of realized that it was worse than what I had in middle school. I went to a big school, had about 4,500 kids in it. It was a new school. I didn't know anybody. This feeling doubled when I went to high school. I was scared to go out to lunch. I would actually sit behind the school alone because I had anxiety. And at this point, I realized I had a problem and I needed help. I didn't go to my mom right away. I kind of hesitated because nobody wants to accept the fact that they have a problem. Nobody wants to accept the fact that they need help. But talking to my mom about those problems was probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life because it helped me. It helped me get through a lot. Also, what helped me get through a lot was feeling like I was a part of something. I felt wanted. I felt needed. I felt listened to. I felt like people were getting me. And what I did was joined YouTube. With YouTube, I can connect with people I don't really know. I can share my experiences. I can share my thoughts. I can share everything about myself through a camera, through a computer screen, and people can connect. It's a good feeling. Because when you have a voice, and you want to speak out, and you know that there's someone out there listening, it's an amazing feeling. And I feel like the greatest feeling in the world is to not feel alone. If any of you guys out there have dealt with the same problems or are dealing with the same problems right now, what I want you to do is comment down below, telling me your problems, telling me your issues. Speak to me, because I'm here to listen. I'm here to communicate. I want to help you guys exactly how you guys helped me. But yeah, stay positive, know you're not alone, and realize that there's someone out there listening. I love you guys.